Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we will go for first problem of parallel force system. Now here in first problem you can see that the resultant of the three parallel forces F1, F2 and F3 is a couple of turning moment 220 Newton meter in clockwise direction. Find the magnitude and direction of the force F3. What they are saying, that there is one parallel force system which is made up of three forces F1, F2 and F3. Out of that, F1 and F2 is given. Let us somewhere we can assume that there is one more force, that is F3. Okay, and this force system in combined, it's giving me resultant as a couple of turning moment 220 Newton meter. So if I say that it's giving me resultant, then its effect should remain same. So these two systems are same, only this consists of three forces and this consists of couple. This is point A and this is point B, and it's producing couple of turning moment 220 Newton meter in clockwise direction. So I show this as clockwise direction, and what is the moment? 220 Newton meter. Now as discussed earlier, resultant can be of two types. One is resultant force and another is resultant moment, or resultant we can say couple. In this case, resultant moment is given Newton meter in clockwise direction. Okay, so these two things are representing same force system. Only the thing is that this force system consists of three forces and this force system consists of only one couple, but both are having same effect. Okay. So let us start. What we have to find? We have to find force F3 such that resultant of force F1, F2 and F3 will give me this condition, will satisfy my this condition. So from given data, let us conclude something. So conclusion from the given data, since the resultant is a couple, as I said, resultant can be force or a couple. Okay, it is clearly mentioned that resultant is a couple. So can I say that resultant force is equal to 0? Because it is clearly mentioned that it is giving couple of, or say moment of 220 Newton meter. So here I'll say that resultant is equal to 0 and resultant moment is equal to 220 Newton meter. So this is what I can derive from the given data. Okay. Second, to find the force F3 using given data. Okay. So we'll go for first resultant. Okay, what is formula for resultant? The resultant is equal to summation of F. Now since all the forces are vertical, I'll say summation of Fy. Okay. Now how I am getting this formula? Again, this is very important. Okay. So what is resultant? I'll say resultant ka general formula R is equal to under root of summation of Fx square plus summation of Fy square. Okay. ये अपना basic formula है, अपना general formula है. Okay. Now this is a parallel force system. What is parallel force system? Parallel force system में all the forces are parallel to each other. Line of force, line of action of all the forces are parallel to each other. When I'm saying line of action of all the forces are parallel to each other, in other words, I can say that all the forces are either acting along x-axis or along y-axis. Let us take example of the given problem. Then all the forces are acting along y-axis. Then can I say that summation of Fx is equal to 0? This term will become 0. Then can I say that R is equal to under root of summation of Fy square? Root and square will get cancelled out. I'll get R is equal to summation of Fy. You can see here R is equal to summation of Fy. Okay, so here I'll say R is equal to summation of Fy, but then further I'll say R is equal to what? 0. Okay, let us calculate resultant. Let us calculate summation of Fy. Now to start with summation of Fy, one force is unknown to me in terms of magnitude as well as direction. So I have to make some assumption. Let us make some assumption and let us assume that F3 is acting in upward direction. So here I'll place F3 somewhere over here randomly. Okay, I don't know. and I'll give direction as upward, that is F3. It is my assumption. Okay, now let us start. First is force 20. This 20 force is acting upward, so I have taken it as positive. Next is 60. This 60 is acting downwards, I have taken as negative. And third is F3. I have assumed that it is acting upward, then I have taken it positive. This is equal to 0 because in conclusion I have, in the first step, I have concluded from the given data that R is equal to 0. Okay, then in this equation you will find that there is only one unknown, and that unknown is what? F3. With the calculation you will find that F3, what value of F3 you are getting is 40 Newton. Now very important thing, when you are getting answer as positive, that means your assumptions is right. When you are getting answer as negative, then your assumption is wrong in terms of direction. Okay, here I am getting F3 as plus 40 Newton, hence assumed upward direction is correct. Whatever direction I have assumed for the given force F3 is correct, that is upward. So whatever my assumption is that's right. Okay, now just for your homework I am saying that you can assume that F3 is acting downward and then you go for calculation. When you go for calculation, you will find that F3 you are getting is minus 40 Newton. Minus sign indicates that your assumption is wrong. That means you have to change your direction. Initially your force you have assumed that acting in downward direction, now will change to the upward direction, and finally you will get same answer, that is F3 in upward direction. Okay. Then we will go for step number 3 is to find the point of application of the force F3. मुझे अब क्या फाइंड करना है? F3 तो मुझे मिल गया मैग्नीट्यूड, लेकिन अब मुझे उसको लोकेट करना है. यहाँ पे अगेन यू कैन सी दैट ये मैंने रैंडमली इसे यहाँ पे प्लेस कर दिया है और मैं अज्यूम करता हूँ कि ये डिस्टेंस है वो d है. आई हैव जस्ट अज्यूम. अब मुझे क्या करना है, ये F3 का लोकेशन, इन शॉर्ट मुझे d का वैल्यू फाइंड करना है. उसके लिए मैं क्या यूज करूंगा, आई विल गो फॉर वेरिग्नन्स प्रिंसिपल. अब वेरिग्नन प्रिंसिपल क्या बोलता है? वेरिग्नन प्रिंसिपल से स्टेट्स दैट व्हाट, समेशन ऑफ moment of all the forces is equal to moment produced by resultant. Now since your resultant is 0 but मुझे directly moment का resultant दिया हुआ है, वो कितना दिया है? 220 न्यूटन मीटर. तो कैन आई से दैट ये तीनों फोर्स मिलके जितना मोमेंट प्रोड्यूस करेंगे उसका एल्जेब्रिक सम विल बी इक्वल टू द 220 न्यूटन मीटर इन क्लॉकवाइज डायरेक्शन. बिकॉज व्हाट इज रिजल्टेंट? आइदर रिजल्टेंट couple or resultant force is nothing but what? Representation of number of force by a single force or a moment without changing its effect. So its effect is not changing. Okay, so I can say that whatever moment is produced by these three force is equal to 220 Newton meter in clockwise direction. So summation of Fa is equal to minus 220 because here I have considered that clockwise moment is negative. Okay, now I have taken moment about point A. So this is a point about which I have taken moment. Okay, so very first force will be what? 20 Newton. Okay, 20 Newton force is passing through point A. Remember, whenever force is passing through the point about which I am taking moment, it will give me distance as 0. Okay, just as an example, let's see, this is point A and we'll take the same example. This is force F1. Okay, now what will be moment? Moment is force into perpendicular distance. What is force? Force is F1 into what is distance? So distance between F1 and A. But remember that distance must be perpendicular to the force. When force is vertical, distance must be horizontal. What is horizontal distance between F1 and A? It's a collinear force. It's passing through the same point. So its distance will be what? 0. And anything into 0 will give you answer as 0. For that purpose, I haven't considered here F1. ये देखो यहाँ पे मैंने F1 कंसीडर नहीं किया है. मैंने डायरेक्टली किससे स्टार्ट किया? F3 से स्टार्ट किया, जिसका वैल्यू मुझे मिला 40 न्यूटन. So that is 40 into D. But which sign I have to give here? Then I am taking moment about point A. So this will produce moment in which direction? It will produce moment in anti-clockwise direction. You can see here. See, this is point A. Okay, this is a beam और ये बीम को आप अपवर्ड फोर्स दे रहे हो कितना 60 न्यूटन F3, then it will try to rotate this beam in a anti-clockwise direction. So that anti-clockwise का मैंने यहाँ पे क्या पुट किया, प्लस साइन 40 into d because distance is unknown to me. Next moment is what, 60 into this total distance. Now this total distance is how much? This total distance is given to me as 5 meters. Okay, then what I'll do, 60 into 5 because this force is 60. So 60 into 5. Remember, you have to find distance between force and a point about which you are taking moment. So your one point will remain always same, A. When you are taking moment about F3, then you have to consider this horizontal distance. When you are taking moment of F2, you have to consider this horizontal distance. This horizontal distance is 5 meter, so 60 into 5. But then this time you can see that this force is acting in a downward direction. So it's basically producing moment in clockwise direction, और clockwise को मैं क्या लेता हूँ minus, that's why you can see minus sign over here is equal to minus 220, again minus 220 because this resultant moment is in clockwise direction. Now in this equation you see that there is only one unknown, that is what, D. So once you will solve this equation you will get answer of D as 2 meters. Okay, again when you are getting answer as positive, that means what D you have assumed is right. You have assumed that D is on right hand side of point A. So what assumptions you have made is right. If your D ka answer is say for example your D ka answer is minus 2 meter, then what you will say, 2 meter, that is magnitude is right but direction is wrong. So F3, rather than acting on the right hand side, I'll assume that at distance D on the left hand side this particular force is acting. So this is how you have to solve problem of parallel force system. Okay, thank you.